Famous London rapper, Mobo award-winning artist, recently starred in the Netflix show Supercell. His friends and family were both in court today, along with some fans and even Yasmin, a couple of YouTubers.
So yeah, 24th of November 2025, Ghetts, aka Justin Samuels, was scheduled to attend the Old Bailey today for his plea and preparation hearing for his trial. So he was meant to turn up to court today, say his plea, and they're going to prepare for trial. I was in attendance with friends, family, members of YUBIN Tamang's family also turned up to the Old Bailey for the hearing. Ghetts refused to attend court for his 10:45 hearing, causing the hearing to be pushed back to 2 p.m, causing almost a 3-hour delay.
My name is China the Mannem's Voice. We're back for another video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bell. So that is Man Like Rage, aka the Mannem journalist, the streets broadcaster, roadman, reporters. He followed up by going to the Ghetts court case. You know, he went to the initial one in Barking, which went viral. A lot of people had a lot of things to say, but he's followed it up and he visited the Old Bailey and he's bringing us more information. So this is part 4 and I'm going to break it down like only I know how to.
Friends and family of both parties were then sent away and told to return for 2 p.m. The hearing then commenced at roughly around 2:20 p.m, where Ghetts appeared only via video link and refused to give his plea.
I was expecting by now Ghetts to look at the gravity of the scenario and just said to himself, look, yeah, I'm going to go plead for guilty and let me pay the family and let me start this sentence and hopefully they'll be lenient on me. The fact that he hasn't given the plea and he failed to turn up to court or refused to go to court, yeah, it's not looking good.
2 new charges were added: dangerous driving. Prosecutors stated that he was driving dangerously before the major incident happened on that very night.
A lot of you people had a lot to say, so don't worry, I'll get to you people in good time. But just listen to what they're saying, okay? He's been charged with dangerous driving prior. So prior to him allegedly knocking down YUBIN Tamang, 20-year-old Nepalese student, he was already on the police radar from actions he had done in the lead up to that. Are you listening?
He remains in custody where he is due to attend again next month, 8th of December. YUBIN Tamang's family was also present at the Old Bailey. I had a brief conversation with them where I also gave my condolences.
Nah, big you up, Rage, man. You're proper for this, man. You're proper doing real journalism where we can actually trust what's being said from you rather than the mainstream news. And you're also showing respect to the family. I know they're grateful for this, man. You represent all of us, man. Keep doing it properly, man.
People, myself, Man Like Rage, back with another episode for you lot, back with another video for you lot. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, man. Support your boy.
Yes, that's something that I want you to do. I want you to go and support Man Like Rage. Subscribe to his channel. Go check him out on YouTube, on Instagram, and follow him because he's doing some really good work that's allowing me to react now for my audience. So give him a follow.
You lot have seen a previous video, so you lot have seen what's been going on. You lot have heard what's happened, and obviously I'm going to be following the case as it goes along. I'm going to try and attend all the court dates, and just, you know, be in the loop so we can know what's actually going on rather than just having he say, she say, and people making up their own narratives and stories getting remixed.
And this is what they mad at. A lot of you would rather the news come from ITV, BBC, Metro, anywhere other than someone that looks like you and from somewhere possibly you've come from. And that's where your issue lies. Like, your issue lies there. They don't like the fact that someone like them is doing it and they would rather it come from someone else. But nah, we would rather it come from someone that actually doesn't want to add extra sauce to it.
So that's what my job is in this. That's what I'm here to do. So yes, I attended Ghetts' last court case at Barkingside Magistrates Court, where Ghetts appeared and the prosecutors just stated and outlined the charges against him, spoke about what happened on the night of the incident and other details that they thought was important to the case in front of the judge. Ghetts didn't say much on that case, neither did his barrister. His barrister was also very silent on that occasion. And the next date that they had set out was the 24th of November, which was today. He remains in custody where he is due to attend again next month, 8th of December. YUBIN Tamang's family was also present at the Old Bailey. I had a brief conversation with them where I also gave my condolences. I'm not going to state any names or whatever, but someone that I know personally, who I've got a good relationship with, Ghetts actually drove past him on that night of the incident. And when I found out about that, I realized how close to home it could have been, way more closer to home, because it's unfortunate that it was YUBIN Tamang that got knocked over and lost his life, but it could have been anyone on that night.
For all Ghetts conspiracy theorists and followers out there and supporters, right? Cool. What would you have done if that was your mother? That was your brother, okay? That was your father. Some of you got kids. That was your son. That was your daughter that gets struck and left there. I want you guys to be honest now and let me know how you would have treated this scenario. Just put yourself in that position for a second. The person that you love the most hits them 60, 70 feet in the air and leaves them for dead, allegedly. Please let me know how you would feel.
It could have been the person that I knew. It could have been someone that you know. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing with this whole thing. People are going online and saying all types of stuff and painting all type of narratives because they're not putting themselves in that family's shoes. You know, now I saw the family today, and the family have traveled in to listen to the court case and to be present. You know, not everybody looked happy.
Only son that you sent to the UK to do better than you. Who knows what they sacrificed to get him here? And then he is knocked over and left to die in the street like a dog. Not even a dog would be left like that. And then you turn out to be Ghetts. Man, I don't know, man. Of course they're going to be angry. They're entitled to every feeling.
Which is only normal, which is only right, because a life has been lost. But that's his family, YUBIN's family, that was there at the court case. But imagine if it was your family.
You cannot watch this video without commenting and telling me, imagine if it was your family. I just want to know how you would react. I want to know how you would feel. Please, let's just get some real honesty and real feelings. Let's just talk about this. How would you feel?
And this is to all the people that are saying, oh, people are just trying to make it worse than what it is, and people are just painting in different narratives and like, how can you make it worse than what it is? I don't know how you can make it worse than what it is, how you can paint it out to be worse than what it is. But I feel like a lot of people online are being inconsiderate with this whole situation, with this case, and they're just saying anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad when the family has to go online and see you talking about, but this or but that, XYZ, and all of these other things.
Yeah, Zizi, he's talking about you. Chucky, he's talking about you. The list goes on. I could just reel off bare names of people that are compromised, that thought about all the reason they want to talk about, oh, he had this much, his career in front of him. He was 41 years old. He lived life. What about YUBIN Tamang that was 20 years old? You guys are all compromised. Like this is what I'm trying to say. When we talk about industry reset, this is why we need it, because you guys couldn't even say something as simple as, I wouldn't do that. People making bare excuses. You man, you can come from the roads, but you still have a moral compass. Let me teach you about that.
Which is very irrelevant in their eyes, because at the end of the day, something's done and something's happened that is unreversible.
No matter what happens, Ghetts will see another day of freedom at some point. They're gonna have to wait for the case, 10 years, 15 years, whoever knows how long they give him. But he shall see life. He shall see the freedom. He shall see the sun again. You know what I mean? He shall see his family. They can come and see him. But guess what? YUBIN can't. This is irreversible. So when everyone's talking and the rest of it, just remember, Ghetts will come back to having a life. He won't.
I'm saying you can't undo it. So I hope that you lot can all just take that into consideration when you lot go online and you lot are saying things and how you lot are behaving and all of these things, because it's not a very nice situation. Just to let you lot know, yes, I will be following this case very closely. The next one is next month.
Big up man like Rage. I shall be covering all of his content on this and anything else he chooses to go out to report on, because I do believe he's doing great work for us and for the community. Yeah, man, R.I.P. YUBIN Tamang, and my wishes go to him and the family, and obviously to Ghetts' family too, because clearly, you know, they're being affected by this, and I just hope, you know, by the next time it comes to a hearing, yeah, he's definitely thought about what he's doing. So I commented, whoever's advising Ghetts doesn't care about him. Then Solo says, bro, no one wants to leave there, B-Cat local where they're comfortable to end up in Belmarsh. So I said, I don't know. Either way, it's not looking good. They're going to use this all against him. And someone says, no, they won't. And then someone... So essentially what I'm trying to say is this. People are saying that if he refuses to go to turn up in court, then they can't move him to a different prison, which is what they would have done. So he decided to stay at home, stay in prison. You can do that, they say. Oh, I see what he's doing. He will try and go for the mental health to get a lighter sentence. He can say he wasn't in his right man, and then the voice in his head told him not to turn up. If new charges are added, the 24-member plea date would be moved to a defendant. So, well done, lad. Refusing to attend. That's not even gonna more time. This is so sad. Shake my head. This is you lot's hero. Fire emoji. Peak. It's like he wants to receive the heaviest punishment. Peak. He's fully finished. I used to respect this guy, not anymore. Wrong and strong. Bad example of humanity.
Expecting the plea today, but that hasn't happened. He is, of course, a big name. Famous London rapper, Mobo award-winning artist, recently starred in the Netflix show Supercell. His friends and family were both in court today, along with some fans and even Yasmin, a couple of YouTubers. There was also...
And even a couple of YouTubers. Look, this is ITV News on the official page, right, on IG, and you see man like Rage there. Do you understand? So when people are talking about, oh, why did he go there? You can see that ITV are there, right? And there's a brother covering it, right? So why is it okay for that brother to cover it, but you got an issue with Rage covering it?
The family of YUBIN Tamang, the 20-year-old who died in the alleged hit and run. They had flown all the way from Nepal to London to watch the hearing. The one person who wasn't physically present in court was Ghetts himself. He appeared via video link from Pentonville prison.
So the streets are saying that he did this because if he went there, they would have sent him to Belmarsh. So by him doing it by video link, he gets to stay in Pentonville prison, which apparently is more comfortable. Yeah, I don't really think that people are going to look to that as a reason why he shouldn't be there, but just a little thinking to why he did it.
And confirmed his name, Justin Samuel. And then, Yasmin, came the moment we were all waiting for. How's he going to plead, guilty or not guilty? Short answer is neither. The reason being is that this plea hearing has now been adjourned to the 8th of December, so still a bit of time to go.
All I can think is you want to make this as speedy as possible, cost minimum to the taxpayer, emotional damage to their family, and just admit to whatever it is that you've done, beg for clemency and get a lesser sentence. That's what I'm hoping that would have happened, but it looks like this is going to go all the way.
Well, however, like you said, 2 further charges relating to dangerous driving, one before the alleged hit and run and one afterwards. But like I said, the plea hearing is now on the 8th of December, so still a few more weeks to go until we find out how Ghetts pleads on all 3 counts.
So my name is China and the Mynameischyna voice.
So yeah, 24th of November 2025, Ghetts aka Justin Samuel Clarke was scheduled to attend the Old Bailey today for his plea and preparation hearing for his trial. So he was meant to turn up to court today, say his plea, and they're going to prepare for trial. I was in attendance with